Okay, welcome. We're going to talk today about landing page validation for ads and do so with an analytics validation focus. We're going to start with Google Ads and use Google Ads as our example of an ad platform, but we have documentation supporting other ad platforms, and the same principles will apply in any ad platform you're using. So we want to, here we navigated to campaigns, we went to ads, and then we made sure to create a column set that included the final URL, which is this fourth to last column here. And we're going to make sure that that's included. That's the key data we're trying to extract. You may also want to filter to only enabled ads, unless you're enabling and disabling these ads regularly, in which case you may want to monitor the pages regardless. But then you're going to go ahead and take that filter set and that custom report and click download, and you can download any file type you prefer as long as you can grab those links. That's the goal. Okay, so once you have those links, we want to take the export here, grab these links, copy them, and paste them into ObservePoint. So I'm going to copy them to my clipboard, and I'm going to paste them here in a second. Let's go ahead and create an audit. I'm going to go ahead and call this Google Ads Landing Pages Audit. And if you guys want to do additional test scenario configuration, you can. You can set this up and test different locations and add other specifications. But for today, I'm going to keep it very simple. I'm going to go over to URL sources, paste this in. You'll notice that ObservePoint is going to find some duplicates in here, and we're actually going to deduplicate that. In fact, we have a pretty long list of duplicates because we have lots of ads pointing to the same pages, which is okay. If I just click out of here, I can select starting URLs only, and you'll find it actually reduces that list down to 4 unique URLs, including some pages where we are missing attribution, which is something we need to correct. And our alerts will catch that. Okay, so you can schedule this on a certain frequency. We recommend running these daily since we're spending money to send people to these sites, and we're only scanning a very limited number of pages. So it'd be good to have at least a daily pulse on these pages, if not more frequent. Okay, now we want to apply some standards. So some alerts we recommend, 404 errors. Certainly we want to catch those and make sure we're not paying for people to get to a 404 page. We also, because this is from Google Ads, we're going to make sure that the UTM medium and UTM source are being captured. If I click into this UTM source, you can see that I've used how I've set up the alert. And you can see I've set up a very basic condition around the page's scan metric with this filter applied. Final URL, and then we're using a regular expression to check and see if UTM source is anywhere in the query parameter. You can copy the same format and apply it to whatever campaign IDs you're using or campaign tracking codes you're using, but I'm going to use this basic example. You could also get more specific, like if you know this is coming from Google, you can specify that you need UTM source to equal Google. So that's just an example of an alert. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and save that and make sure these are applied. While we're here, you can also apply an approved list of technologies in case you need to make sure that only certain technologies are on this landing page. You can also apply tag and variable rules. I'm going to apply this tag and variable rule where we have Adobe Analytics as our web technology that's capturing analytics, and we're going to check in this case that the UTM source is being captured. I want to show you how this is set up. So in this case, we're saying Adobe Analytics is the tag we need to see on these pages. And in this case, we're using V0 as our variable to capture the UTM source. So we're going to say V0 is equal to the final page URL query string parameter UTM source. And that's those operators. You can see the selectors here. And I'm going to provide the variable name, not the value. So I'm not providing Google here. I'm providing the variable name. What that's going to do is it's going to compare the value of this variable with the value of this variable. Super powerful to validate that the attribution is being represented properly and that we're collecting that key information in our reporting. You can, of course, add other additional variables for additional query parameters as you'd like. For now, I'll go ahead and hit save, and I'll let you have fun creating more of those. I'm not going to cover pre-audit actions and on-page actions, but you could choose to configure those in addition to the ones we've done. For example, you may want to accept all cookies or decline all cookies and test that scenario, test that as part of your scenario. But for now, we're going to focus on making sure these pages are accessible, that they're working great, and you'll want to add other alerts you come up with more use cases and things to check for. I'm going to go ahead and hit save, and that's it. So that's all we need to do to run this audit. And now we'll have a tool to govern and monitor these critical landing pages where we're spending a lot of money to drive traffic to. And we're going to boost the conversion of those campaigns and also ensure we're not wasting precious marketing resources. That's it. Well, reach out to us if you have any questions. Have a great day.